So after some time, you will start getting some sprouts and they are really, really tall, you guys. So these are super thick. It is like a carpet of grass. Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. My name's Jennifer and you're watching Royal Family Farm. Today I'm going to show you an interesting way to save money on your chicken feed. So if you think that you've been spending a little bit too much money on your feed bill lately, you'll want to watch this video and see what you can do to help save you some money. So while I was editing my video for you guys, I noticed that my microphone had cut off. But this part of the video I thought was pretty cool and I definitely want to share it with you. I don't know, you guys can see all of these jars on my counter here, and I want to tell you what they are, how I did it, and how you guys can do it too. It's fairly easy and it makes really, really good chicken food. You can also top it on your salads and stuff like that. So let me show you what it is. These are bean sprouts. As you can see, my jars are extremely full. I have 6 quart-sized jars and then 1/2 gallon. I think it was on Instagram. I saw this person that was growing some bean sprouts, and she said 1/2 cup of lentils per quart jar. Well, I'm an overachiever, so I thought, well, I'm gonna do more than that because, well, I want more sprouts. Well, little did I know, I think I put probably closer to like a cup to a cup and a half in each quart-sized jar. Let me tell you how hard that was to keep that under control. I had to constantly switch the jars, find more pans, put them in the pans because they were growing literally like weeds. They grew overnight and they were falling out of the jars. So I had, it was just a mess, you guys. But anyways, if you're gonna do this, follow the directions. I have a post on Instagram that tells you how to do it with the correct measurements. So make sure you follow that. But it's very easy. You basically just put 1/2 cup of lentils. You rinse them really well. You put them in the jar and then you fill the jar completely up with water and you let it soak overnight. The next night, drain the water and then rinse the lentils really good, and then you just drain all the water out. Then you lay it on its side and they start growing, and every day you just rinse the lentils every single day and drain the water, and little by little they'll start to grow. So after some time, you will start getting some sprouts. They are really, really tall, you guys. So these are super thick. It is like a carpet of grass is how I explain it. This one is not that full. I mean, it's full, but this is the second batch I had put in here. I had fed a whole batch to the chickens already. And this is all still from the same batch that I did. It's been a few days now. It's probably been like maybe 5 days, I think. All of this food is ready to go off and give to the chickens. Obviously not at once. And the reason why I did this is because, well, for one, chicken feed is getting very, very expensive. Especially for the organic stuff. Now, we don't feed the organic stuff. We actually still feed the Producer's Pride from Tractor Supply, only because it is the least expensive on the market right now. We have a Tractor Supply that's next to a Rural King in Huntsville, Alabama, and they are actually less expensive than another Tractor Supply that we have in Arab, Alabama, which from where we're located is 25 minutes to the Huntsville one and 20 minutes to the Arab one. So we're driving a little bit farther to go to the other one, but because it's right next to a Rural King, it is like $5 cheaper per bag. So at the one in Arab, it's like $14.69, I think, for a bag. And at the one in Huntsville, it is $10.59 a bag. So that is a huge difference in price. So here's the deal. We go to the Rural King in Huntsville for other things, like for some of our cow feed. So when we know that we have to go that direction, we will go to that Tractor Supply. But when we know that we're just going into Arab, we'll go to that Tractor Supply. So what you have to do is you pull up on your phone the price of the one that's cheaper. If you go on to a different website and the price is cheaper, then have them price match it. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's actually kind of ridiculous that it's so much different in price, but they have to keep their prices low because Rural King's prices are also fairly low. So just wanted to share that with you guys about the sprouts. It's an excellent protein source, and it is, for the most part, organic. I just took a regular bag of lentils from the grocery store and sprouted those, and I still have quite a bit left, so a little bit goes a long way. And the lentils at the grocery store, don't quote me on this, but it's really only a couple of dollars, and you're getting so much food out of it. I don't know if I would feed just the lentils because it's really high in protein, but maybe if you did the lentil sprouts with some cracked corn or something like that, that would be really good for them as just like their only food source. But on another note, I've got this stuff done. So I've got all of these trays cleaned out. I have, since my messed up video of no sound, I picked up some seed starter mix with some perlite and also some peat moss. So I'm going to mix all of that together. These I cleaned out really well with just some hot water, and then I sprayed them down with some white vinegar. So once they're dry, I will go ahead and get them filled. And I am super excited to get my seeds started. Since I've done these sprouts, it has put into my head that I'm ready to start growing stuff. So I'm finally getting around to getting the seeds in the seed starters trays. So I have 5 of these trays that have the dome on the top. There are 40 cells in each tray, and I have 5 trays, so we have possibly 200 plants that we can grow out of those, which is super exciting. So then that's another possible 72 plants that we can get out of these 2 trays. I'm very excited to get started, and I'm going to start filling these up with this seed starter right now. These seed starter kits are pretty cool. You know, it has the tray on the bottom. It has the dome on the top when you need a little bit more moisture in the inside of the trays. But because it's warm enough, there's still some moisture in the air. I don't think that we're going to need the domes over the top, but we have them for these trays if we need them. These trays will not have the dome on the top because I don't have any. These I bought off of Amazon as a kit. There was five to a set. I don't really know if they still have them or not. These, honestly, I have no clue where these came from. These are very flimsy, as you can hear and see. They're kind of broken, but they'll work. They shouldn't be a problem. Even though they're ripped and stuff, they're still going to form the cell that we need to transplant, so it's not going to be an issue. These are actually pretty sturdy, and these don't break so easily when you take the seedling, the germination out of here. Either way, just because these are a little bit more flimsy, it's still great to use, and we're going to use every last bit that we have. So let's go ahead and get these started. my friends, I finally got all the seeds in here. Did a couple rows of each seed. We did some flowering seeds. I left a couple extra spaces here just in case I decide to plant something else if I find something at the store or whatever, but I am still looking for my yellow summer squash. You'll notice that this one down here is kind of leaning to the side, and that's just because I have it on a tray. I'm not sure if it leaks or not, and I don't want any leaking onto the floor. So with these, I had to use the clear dome on the top, and I put it underneath. This one is leaking, and this one is leaking, but that's not too bad. 2 out of 5, and I've had them for a couple years. Anyways, we'll keep an eye on these guys and see how they do. And my husband today actually just came in from outside, and we had a huge pile of compost that we've been making for a little while now. And that compost is a mixture of pig manure, goat manure, and chicken manure. Now, it does not have any of the cow manure. We put that in a different area just because they're so far from each other, so it's just easier. He topped off the raised bed, so all of this is good manure that has been sitting for like the past year almost. There is no smell to it. This is amazing, amazing soil. He topped this off here. This is going to be where I'm going to put my squashes and my cucumbers. We'll see how many I can fit in here. You guys know that those get really big, and I don't know if this is going to be big enough. We have another cattle panel that we arch over here, so if we have to do that, then we'll do that, but hopefully we're gone before any of this turns into fruit. Hey, Charlie. This is Charlie, you guys. He is our pet Peking duck. He is a little drake. I say little. He's not little. He is a drake. We do not have a female Peking duck yet, but one day we will. This was really low, you guys. So he came in and just topped this off. I'm so glad it's so nice and full. It was like less than halfway, so it looks really good. And, oh, let me show you this. This is so exciting. I just noticed this today. These are really beautiful lilies that come up. I don't know the name of them, but when they start growing their flower, they are so beautiful. They popped up here, and then, well, hello, Miss Thing. This is his girlfriend. She's always with him. And then we have 3 that popped up right here. So I'm super happy those came back. And another thing, even though our pond is super green, there's nothing we can do about it. We have been trying to fix it. But look, you can see all the fish. They're getting so big. I don't know if you guys can really tell how big they are, but man, they have grown so much. They're just huge. And it's so funny because the water has been so dark from like the cold, you know, no sun, you can't really see in the inside of it. But now that the sun is out, it's funny watching them with the ducks because I think they go and, well, for one, they love the duck poop, which is pretty gross, but they eat it, and it's, you see how they're all over there? It's so gross, but it helps to keep the pond cleaner. In this case, I don't know how clean it really gets because it is really full of algae, but it's good for them, so the fish eat it. Alright, I want to show you something that's about to happen. You see how he is pecking at her head? At first when I saw this, I thought he was hurting her, but they do this talk to each other. They really do. This looks horrible, I know. But this is duck mating ritual. Now, I don't know if you know, but ducks can stay underwater for a little bit of time. Like, I see these ducks swim around under the water. I have never in my life seen Muscovy ducks swim under the water. But yeah, that's a mating ritual, you guys. Since we are on the subject of ducks, though, I do want to talk to you about something. This past winter, we had lost a lot of ducks, a lot of chickens. We're not really sure what we had lost them to, if it was a predator or what happened to them, to be honest with you. But after all that happened, we had a total of 9 ducks. And we've had those 9 ducks for, you know, quite some time. Since there's been a nest in the barn, we've had 1 female duck missing. I have looked high and low for this girl, and I have no idea where she is. She could be as far as my neighbor's yard, over that way past the pigs. I have looked over there and I still can't find her. Or she could be even out in our pasture. But our Muscovy ducks are chocolate in color, so they're very dark to begin with. And I have gone out there and I've looked, but then of course they move around, so then I don't know if I'm recounting or if I'm counting them all or whatever. But I have not found another nest. The only nest that I found of duck eggs is the one that is in our barn, and we've been taking those eggs up, leaving one behind just so she, whoever, which one it is, continues to lay there. We don't want any more ducks being born, that's for sure. But unfortunately, I don't know where this girl is at to collect the eggs. Hi. The nest is right down there. You can't see it because she covers it up really well. Surprisingly enough, this girl has not stepped on any of the eggs. This is the time that we let the mama goats replenish their milk. I have been bottle feeding Piper's a little golden with blue eyes, but she's been taken to the bottle very nicely and still nursing from mom. Our creek running wild through here. We've had a lot of water lately. I'm surprised I don't see this duck over here. You guys see a duck anywhere? Definitely gonna have to get these goats fed. And these babies are just hanging out. But I am still trying to figure out where this other duck might be. Look at the sleepy pants. What you doing? Hi. What you doing, mister? Hi, buddy. These two actually, they will sleep together, won't you? You sleep with him on rainy days, don't you? Yeah. Your doghouse has turned into his house, hasn't it? I don't see her, you guys. So as of right now, I only see 7 ducks, not 8. So you guys, we may have another missing duck on our hands. I'm gonna have to pay really close attention to that tonight at feeding time. Now, if they're laying on a nest, they are not going to come up to eat. It just depends on how long they've been sitting on their nest and how hungry they are. Hi. I'm going to get these babies some milk so they will stop crying. One got away. So I'm going to get her up on the stand and let her little girl nurse really quick. So I just had Ruby up here and let her little girl nurse. Now I put her, just Ruby and her boys in there. Her little girl is over here with the other 2 girls. And then I bring Piper in and let this girl nurse. And then I will put Piper with her little boy and her other little girl. She does take a bottle, so I'm not going to let her completely drain her out. But they're just going to hang out here and play. They get plenty of shade underneath the chair. She does take the bottle, so might as well give her the extra milk if she's gonna take it. So I have a nice full bottle here. This is a little over 12 ounces. I'm gonna try to get them both to nurse from it, but for the most part, the golden one is the only one that really takes to it super easily. Like, I could do it right through the fence here and wouldn't even have to go in. But I do want my little moon spot black one to also, they get excited when they see me. I want her to try to take it as well. They all come. They're like, hi, hey guys. Are you full? Well, that would be good if you're full. So this is warmed goat's milk. We milk the mamas in the morning, and we just use some of that milk. We warm it up on the stove. I'm not quite pasteurizing it, just getting it to where it feels like it's coming straight from mama. I wish this little one right here would take it, but she just has the hardest time.
2 hours later.
So this afternoon, someone had stopped by to take a look at 2 of our does, our registered girls, which would be Piper's little girls. So baby Piper and her sister have been sold, both to the same family. This family was really looking for a bottle baby, and we weren't really ready to part with baby Piper. However, it's going to be better in the long run for her brother and sister and for Piper, baby Piper, because she'll be getting more milk. She was taking to a bottle very well. We sent the new owner off with a full quart of Piper, her mom's milk. So we know that she'll get that milk, and then towards the end of, like, almost finishing off the milk, she'll start incorporating another milk with it, and when she's hungry she'll take it. I don't see there being any problems. So the new owners also put down a deposit for her sister as well. So both baby Piper and her sister are going to be going to the same household. The cool thing about it is that they are from my hometown, not the girl who actually purchased the goats, but her grandma who came with her has lived in my hometown in South Florida for the last 16 years. I grew up in South Florida since I was 9 years old, so that was really cool because you never hear of anybody saying that they're from Port St. Lucie, Florida. So that was really cool to me. That's where I'm from, and yeah, so both of our little girls are going to be going there. And just another update, baby Bella and this little doeling right here are also going to be going off to the same house, which is also very cool. And this guy here is already sold as well. So the only 2 babies that we have left to sell is this handsome guy right here and this handsome guy right here. They are the last of the bunch to find their forever homes, which I don't think that we're going to have a problem with either one. Even though this guy is not registered, he's super sweet. He is jet black, which is very cool because you don't find pure jet black Nigerian dwarfs. And then this guy over here just has an amazing stature. So I don't think that we're going to have any issues finding them homes. The only other 2 bucks that we have available are our adult males. We have Peter and Zorro. Those are the only 2 adults that we have. Oh, that's not true. We've actually decided that we're going to be selling Bella as well. So once this little girl is off to her new home, then we'll also be selling Bella. Can't be outside and not say hello to Abby. She gets very upset. She even stopped drinking water to come over and say hello. So if you're close to Huntsville or Morgan County, Alabama, and you're looking for some new goats, please message us on either Facebook, or you can find our phone number on Google. We are listed. We respond to text or email more so than actual phone calls because of the spam. We just get a lot of it, so we don't really answer just incoming calls all the time. We let it go to voicemail. But yeah, if you're interested, please get in touch with us. And that's kind of it. We're gonna wrap up this video for today. Since we've had some goat births on the farm, we have had about 100 new subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are so awesome. If you can, just leave us a little comment, hit the like button, and it'll help get our channel out to a lot more people. And we would love to see our channel grow, to be able to share our beautiful little babies with you so you can watch them grow and see what their future is here on the farm. So thank you guys, and until next time, you be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye.